Hey guys, this is Mako, and today I'll be showing off my Silver Thorn deck that I promised. For Silver Thorns, I mainly used it when I was below rank 15, but then after going past rank 15, I switched to my Narukami deck, but I'll show this off just mainly because the meta is like super aggressive. And I don't know, if you just, let's say you didn't get lucky with your pulls, I guess this is a deck you could sort of build. I say sort of because I got lucky with this card. This Mega Trick dude. I'll explain later what his effect does. But yeah, so there's this. My gem count is almost at 8,000, so far pretty good. Oh, and then there was a comment on the Genesis Fenrir deck. What's it called? Okay, I don't remember your name, but I'll just put it in the video. But he suggested to run the sheep, which honestly is not a bad idea. It's actually pretty solid, especially like, let's say you don't have your grade 3 Fenrir in hand. At least you can use this to search, or not really search, but like just draw an additional card and hope you get it. So you know what? That's a pretty good tech. Cause what's it called? With Van, you really only use his GB1 skill after you do all that soul charging and stuff, and let's just say there's like one extra card in your deck that's a blank. You can use his ability to draw into it, and then you check the stand triggers. So overall, that's a pretty cool tech. Okay, so going back to Silver Thorns, I'll go over to build. Okay, so for starter, it's obvious you use this card. Allows you to soul charge 3 different Silver Thorn units with different grade. So you could soul charge 1 grade 1, 1 grade 2, and 1 grade 3. And I don't know, for some reason, if there's like grade 0 Silver Thorns in your deck, you can... Actually, wait, no, it doesn't work with this deck. But with this starter is what I meant to say. But yeah, you use this to get your combo pieces in the soul and set up for like lethal. That, or you thin out your deck. Now for grade 1s, they'll start off with the main combo piece, Zelma. This allows you to create a new attack column. So that's why we run 4 of her. Counter charge PGs or counter charge PGs for. And then for the grade 1 ratios, this one's interesting because originally this unit, Kernay, I had her at 3, but then it became a brick, so I run her at 2 only. Now the reason why I run her in the first place is because this combined with one of your grade 4 Silverthorn, grade 4 Lucrier units, it synergizes with this, so you can potentially get a 5th attack, but really it's only good when your opponent is like at 5 damage. If they're at 4 damage, it's risky, and the attack pattern is weird because of how columns and power work in this game. So one of her, not one, sorry, 2 of her, I don't know why I said 1, and then 3 of Irita, just your basic soul charge 1, and yeah, that's pretty much it for grade 1s. Grade 2s, Marichika is also a very important combo piece. This allows you to get the additional, this is the one that sets up for the additional attack. If you soul charge her or ride, then yeah, if you soul charge her or you ride her on turn 2, you pretty much know you're in a good position, because otherwise this deck is dead if you don't have Marichika and Soul. And you only need one copy of Marichika. You don't need more than one. But it doesn't hurt to get additional grade 2s, especially in the late game. And then 4 of Upright Line. He just gets big. 4 of Rising Dragon. He's just a 12k beat stick, and sometimes if you need to kill the opponent, you can call this guy out with Kernway. I'll probably butcher that name, but anyways, yeah. So this is a good target. And then 1 10k vanilla, because sometimes forcing the opponent to commit 2 cards is a good thing on turn 2. Really, we don't use this, and let me just show you the other grade 2 you can potentially add, but it's not really worth it. This is like a budget version of Upright Lion. But yeah, honestly, I wouldn't use this card because it's GB1 restricted, and there may be a few scenarios where like you can't stride on the turns you can stride, so sometimes you don't reach GB1 right away. And then grade 3s, pretty explanatory. 4 of the, or not just grade 3s, it's grade 3s and heal triggers. Yeah, grade 3 and heal guardians. So yeah, 4 of the heal guardians. 4 of this, it's generic for silver thorns. And what's it called? You're not grade restricted. You just have to make sure that the sum of the cards that you're calling add up to a grade of 6. So with this one, you can call 2 grade 2s, 1 grade 3, 1 grade 3, 1 grade 1, and 1 grade 0. And then with Karnway's Soul skill, whenever you call out a Silverthorn rear guard and Lucario is your Vanguard, you pretty much just counterblast 1 and call it out. So yeah, she either becomes a booster or she becomes an extender. 1 copy of Reverse Lucario. She's mainly a stride fodder, but you know, cross ride numbers are good because 13k is sometimes an awkward number for decks to hit. And then 4 of the regular Lucario, just because if you don't have the right cards in hand, you can use her Limit Break 4 ability to pretty much fill up the board. Now there's this version of Lucario, and honestly most of the time you don't even use regular Lucario. But the problem is with this one, you can't call more than 1. Like, she only calls herself, but she has to be in the soul, and then you have to have another unit on the field. But that's never gonna happen, especially since there's so many Dragon Clan decks that are being used in this game. Pretty much all the Dragon Clan decks are being used except for Mirakumo and Tachikaze. But yeah, we don't really use her. Yeah, I wouldn't even recommend getting this version of Lucario. It's just garbage. Okay, now for the strides, because these are the most important ones. 4 of this, because Persona Blast, and the GB3 skill sometimes comes up, but we mainly run her just to call 1 Silverthorn unit if we don't need to use our cards in hand. 3 of this, well, realistically you only need 2 of this, but I just have 3 to fill in the slot. This one allows you to dig through the deck and hopefully soul charge combo pieces so that you can call them out. And oh yeah, whenever you're using her skill, you always want to call upright line first before you call Marichika to get the extra power. This one I have one of. Because what's it called? With Silver Thorns, you could generate a lot of soul depending on how you play this deck. I would run one more copy of her just so she can flip herself face up, but because I don't want to spend my my stride spears, that's what they're called. Because I don't want to spend the stride spears, I want to save them for Nubatama. Only run one of this, and unfortunately she is a fighters collection card, so yeah, it's gonna be a while before I get her, or second copy of her. This one is just, I never use it, it's just there. Okay, now this guy is very interesting because let's say turn 1 you went into the Venus Nuclear Stride, this one. You can actually use this guy's ability because he's GB3. Or I guess that's kind of a bad thing. I don't know, it's up to your interpretation. But anyways, going back to what this guy is mainly used for. He is used for getting rid of your opponent's rear guards by putting them into soul. And then you can call out one of your units. It gets additional 10,000 power and a crit. And you can also return a card from your soul in the drop zone. Now I know you must be thinking you don't want to return any of your cards in soul, but a lot of times you soul charge like extra cards with either your starter or Irina or your other Lucreer that's a stride. So you have like extra cards to put back from soul to deck with this guy. And like, let's say there's a heal trigger or a trigger that you need to put back in the deck because you soul charged extra. That's where this guy comes in handy. And yeah, he's mainly used as a finisher. That's about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the Silverthorn deck. And now we'll just move on to the gameplay. Okay, we're facing Kaguro. Just kind of hoping we did not. But yeah. Shit happens. Okay, so we didn't get Zelma in the starting hand, which is not great, but we can soul charge it with Irina, or we can use this unit to soul charge Zelma, or we just draw into it like RNG. Although what I hate about this deck is that sometimes you just draw into your heal triggers. Don't know why, but you just happen to do so. Hey, we're gonna soul charge a Lucreer, so we have Cross Ride ready. Although maybe we needed that trigger for this attack. Hopefully we get one. Hey, alright, Lucreer reverse. Alright, 2 damage in. Okay, that's bad. That is bad. They got 2 draw triggers. So that means they can easily draw into defensive pieces. And they get a free PG with Conroe. So that is a that's a yikes. So that means I need to do 2 more damage to this player and then threaten him for lethal turn 3, turn 4. Okay, so he's gonna kill the grade 1. Yeah, he's gonna kill the grade 1 because he didn't get through. It's okay, we don't mind losing upright line because we already have one. But we do need to get Rising Dragon in the soul. Okay, let's see what we soul charge. Don't need another copy. Oh, her and yeah, we might need an additional grade 3 just in case. Okay, and then we'll call this unit here so that we can get her in the soul. Nice. Draw trigger. Yep. Call out Zelma. Put Cornet in the soul to call out the starter so that we can soul charge again. That, and it's a target for this version of the fear. Oh, unfortunately our opponent healed 1 damage, so that's a bit of a noob. Especially since we could have used Karnway's ability to threaten lethal. Although we'll be losing... I guess we'll be losing upright line? Because we can't use her GD3 skill to like save the Marichika. Because we didn't even like stride yet. It's interesting that this player is saving his grade 2s for later. Because honestly, that's another. Well, I haven't mentioned I've mentioned some weak points of this deck, or not even some. I think only one. But I think you could see the weak points easily in the video. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go into this version. Yes. Yeah. Let's see what we get. Just a grade 1, that's unfortunate. But at least I can call this unit out. And then make the upright line column bigger. Don't use... Actually, no, do use. I was gonna say, don't use your skill. Huh, I guess I should have soul charged the other one, now that I think about it. That's a misplay on my part. Okay, that's 2 misplays I've made. Okay, that's a yikes. Or is it? Okay, the reason. Okay, I drew into her. That's nice. Okay, I think it's gonna be strike fodder. Yeah, no heal triggers. And then PG. Yeah. Or actually, wait, is it a yikes? Because I could set up... I can call these two basically. Okay, that's... You know what? He's not a bad touch. I don't know, there's more... There's just... Oh wait, he's running the old one. Oh wait, he's running both the old and new, okay. I don't know, I'm just so used to... these Kagero players calling the stride version of Blade Master, and then that's how I auto-lose against Kagero. Boy. I don't know if this is gonna be enough. especially if he gets an additional trigger. Come on, whiff, 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 whiff. Yes! He whiffed all of them. Oh wait, now this is stuck on the field. I mean, we can just... Yeah, we can... Actually, yeah, we can use her skill. Yeah. There's actually multiple... Yeah, no, actually, no, we need to use her. And then... ditch these two. Oh, now I... Wait, no. I do have a card I can discard. Okay. We're good. We're good. Marichika. Battle. Swing. Use her. I'm gonna call out this one from Soul so we can save up the Marichika. Okay, swing for... Oh no, that's not good. Put these two in the soul. GG. We're gonna call another one. Don't call you. Please be game. Yes! Alright. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Silver Thorns. I would do more gameplay of this deck, but actually, no, wait, no. I think one gameplay will do it, because that's the main strategy that you want to go for. The other guys, like the one that I mentioned, like the one from Fire's Collection, and the other guy that can give one of your rear guards a crit when you call it out from Soul after Soul charging and returning stuff. He's more of a backup strategy. He's not really like your main strategy. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck profile. That's it for today. Yeah, if you're like me, you have Pale Moon cards but you don't have Hari or any Magia cards, this is the video for you, essentially. Probably should have said that in the beginning, but who cares? I'm just winging it at this point. Give this video a like or subscribe, and hopefully this video sort of helps you to save up your gems if you have access to these cards. And yeah, have a great day.